Okay, so this, my C, my hypotenuse, right, is here. That's the one I need, right? So 10 squared plus 15 squared equals C squared. So 100 plus 225. So 325 equals C squared. Let's just do a check-in. Anybody get this far? Anybody get this far? Good. Lydia is the only one in class that got this far? Yeah. Yeah, I know. We're just doing a check-in and we're focused again. Okay. So then I square root. And sadly, 325 was not a perfect square, right? It splits into 5 and something. But, oh, did you say it's 65? Good. And then 5 and 13. Group my 5s. So 5 square root 13 is my C. Anybody get that far? Good. Okay, what questions you have so far? That's not my answer though, right? My answer is the sine of theta. So if this is theta, the 10 is my adjacent right next to it. The 15 is across, that's my opposite. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So then my answer is 15 over 5 square root 13. And again, I don't even care if you reduce it because these represent actual objects, like when you're building things, and I think it's helpful to see the actual lengths of them. Okay? Questions before we do our last thing for today? Okay, I think we're okay on C and D. You guys are doing pretty good. Let's go to the next page. Yeah, there's more. We're almost done though, okay? So these problems are like the whole point of today. We've just been slowly building up to it, okay? So it's really like what we just did. We're actually going to do B first, not A. Okay, it's like what we just did, but we have to draw the triangle ourselves. Okay, so first, get rid of my mistake again. The tan. Okay. So this right here where it says find this, that is what we're looking for. That's what we want, okay? This is the given information, okay? So sine of theta is the question, and tangent of theta is what we're given. You guys with me? Okay, so the tangent fraction ratio is opposite over adjacent, right? So far okay? Any questions? Okay, we have to draw our own triangle in these types of problems. So you can draw it however you want. So I just always like to draw it the same way so that I can just do it the same each time. It doesn't matter what orientation you do it, and it doesn't matter where you put theta. So if it doesn't matter, I just like to do it like this each time, okay? So if I put theta right here, right? Then my 3 has to go opposite of where I put my theta. So the 3 is going to go over here. Right? Because if that's my opposite side, and that's what they gave me in the fraction. Does that make sense, guys? And so I put my theta here, so that's my adjacent side. So do we know that length? Yeah, that's 4. So the given is how we build our triangle, and then we can do it just like the last problems. Okay? So what do I do first if I'm doing it just like the last problems? Yeah, you got it. Pythagorean theorem. 3 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. Because the hypotenuse is always C. So 3 squared is what? Plus 4 squared? Good. So is 5 my answer? Is that what I circle? No, the question wants the sine of theta. So the answer is 3/5, opposite over hypotenuse. I just want to do one more of these together and then we're done for today. Okay? One more together and then we're done. All right? I promise we're done after that. But I just want to know if there's questions. I know this is a lot to put together. Are we doing okay, guys? Yeah? Okay, let's do one more. We're going to do C. Okay? Okay, so here's my given. So that's what's going to help me build my triangle. And again, it doesn't matter how you draw your triangle or where you put your theta. So I just always do it the same. So if I put my theta here, then this is my hypotenuse, this is my adjacent, and this is my opposite. Sine fraction is opposite over hypotenuse. So this is my √7, and this is my 4. Am I looking for C again, like the last problem? No, good. The C is the 4. So square root of 7 squared plus B squared. And it doesn't matter if you call the square root of 7 A or B. Those ones don't matter. C is the only one that matters. So square root of 7 squared is 7. 4 squared is 16. Minus over the 7. So B squared is 9. Wait, that doesn't make sense. 9 is bigger than 4. I thought 4 had to be the biggest side. Oh, I still have to square root it. Oh, my bad. Good job. Then I go back and I look at what the question wants. It wants cosine theta, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So my answer is 3/4. What makes these problems hard, again, is putting all the different puzzle pieces together. Each individual piece isn't too bad, okay? Do you guys have any questions? Okay, again, I just want to remind you, you have until 1 o'clock today to get the Wednesday Canvas quiz done for on-time points. Not very many people did that yesterday. So you may want to do that first before you start your homework so you don't forget, okay? Then I have a hint for you when you type in the homework. Are you guys listening? I have a hint for you when you type in the homework questions, okay? When you type them in so that you're not getting things wrong just by how you type it in, don't put an equation or a sine or a theta or anything. You just put in the fraction, okay? Then, here's a hint. The ones that I assigned to make it easier to type in, I didn't assign like any on the accuracy that have square roots in their answers. Does that make sense? So there's definitely problems on your homework that have square roots in their answers, but the ones on the accuracy don't. So that way you know if on one of the ones I assigned, if you got a square root, go back and check your work before you try typing it in, okay? Any questions, you guys? No? Awesome. Good work.